Draymond, Johnny Football, and TikToks from the future? Let's go!
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Thursday, March 25th, 2021, and this is episode number 218 of Barry on Deck. And we roll towards the weekend. It's like, that's such a radio cliche. We move towards the weekend. Hey, a lot of fun to be had today. Gotta say, it's gonna be hard to top yesterday's show. That was one of those magical moments where Andrew Clay decides to join because I'm showing his video, and then Josh we kicked it and reminisced about it. Was just a fun ass show. They all can't be 10s, right? Because if it's like your dating life. You stumble across a 9 or a 10, but usually you're in there wading in the pool with the 5s. So look, I'm not saying this show is going to be a 5. We got a lot to get to and a lot to discuss, and we are going to have fun no matter what. I don't give a shit if you're not in a good mood today. We are going to have a good time. Joining me on the show in the 3 o'clock hour, hopefully, is going to be Kelly Eco. He joins me every single Thursday on the program. Kelly Eco of The Athletic joins me to talk NBA, to talk specifically about the Rockets. It is NBA trade deadline day. I'm hoping he can join. However, I will warn you, Kelly has deadlines. I told him, please, just 15 minutes, let's just discuss what's going on, but we may have to push it back until tomorrow so he can get his work done. I don't pay him. So I get it, okay? But hopefully we're shooting for that. If Kelly doesn't show up, we'll do like an AMA or something like that in its place. And then you guys can ask me weird questions about my body, and I'll answer them. I don't even know why we need to talk about my body. It's whatever. But yeah, we can go there. Speaking of Kelly Eco, I just saw he tweeted out 48 minutes ago. Steven Silas says Victor Oladipo was with the team today in practice. I had started to make it. Well, I made a joke last night because they were like, Victor Oladipo not available for the team. I was like, yeah, because he's at home packing. And they were like, somebody was like, oh, Joel was like, his friend died. I was like, okay, well, we'll delete that tweet. That's probably not appropriate to be, I don't know. I would have never tweeted that had I known. Okay. So sometimes, yeah, you got to delete a tweet when it's inappropriate and you don't know that it's inappropriate. I didn't do anything. Does that make me an awful person? Well, fuck you guys. I don't think so. Hey, let's, what is going on here? What's wrong with my screen? Why is my screen freezing up? Okay. I do have a couple of things for you. I have a favor to ask of you all. Please, please, please. So I just really need one person to watch the whole show with me. The rest of you, I know you come and go and all that, and that's fine. But I need one person to watch the show with me because I know that we've been having a problem with skips, all right? I see it when I'm doing editing and cutting up videos, but I know there's a time where it'll just jump forward. Like if I were to be like 1, 2, 3, 7, 9, 10. Like what the fuck? What happened to those? So I know we've been experiencing some skips. I believe it has something to do with the software and not my internet connection because I get 100 meg upload. It's not YouTube because it's YouTube. Know what that means. I really believe it's this Ecamm Live software that I'm using because when I get the files and go to edit them locally, they have the skips in them. So I want to make sure that what I need is this. If you're watching, do me a favor. When it skips on you, just jot the time down. So like right now we're at I don't even know what the time is. I would have to look on the live stream, but it would be like 0:58 or something like that. That way I have an idea because they want me to send them proof that their shit is fucking up. So I'm like, okay. So that's that. Also, one other thing before we get to the sports headlines and the chat, I gotta say, Lamb Bomb, happy. I can't toast you yet. I can't drink yet, but happiest of happy birthdays to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Christopher Jones. Chris Jones, Mr. Jones, all the names that I call him. He's a fellow deckhead. He's been very instrumental for me and with me behind the scenes and getting a lot of these projects moving forward. He's the one that brought us Hemp Vita. Buddy, I hope you have a fantastic and happy birthday. Cheers to you, Mr. Jones. Deckheads, please wish him a happy birthday as well. And if you are drinking, take a shot for Chris. All right, let's get to the chat. Happy birthday, buddy. Let's get to the chat. Let's go here. Who's the greatest deckhead in the world? It's 713 Hooligan. That's who, at least for, till 3:58. And then he's back to being just whatever. Josh first in and got the first super chat and got the first like, I'm assuming. So Triple Crown, suck it, hoes. That's what he told you. Josh, he sent a question mark with his super chat, which is his way of going, did I get it? Yeah, you got it, buddy. You're in. Triple Crown, Jeff Bell, write it down. We move one step closer to having a Triple Crown winner because we got another one today. Though the person with the most at the end of the year, I'm going to make like a, gold shirt. I'll give you a gold. Maybe I'll get you a crown. I'll buy you a crown. I don't fucking know. But Josh is the greatest deckhead in the world for 2 hours. Justin tried to Congo block him, swing and a miss, buddy. Appreciate your super chat, but nope, not happening. You missed out. Now I owe you 2 shots. Yes, I do, Josh. And I'll give them both to you tomorrow. But that's it. Oh, Shock's in the building. What's up, homie? All right, let's get to these sports headlines because and then we'll get back to the chat and so forth. But I do want to get some of these sports headlines out of the way. Big day today. Going to be a busy day. A lot of NBA trades. So hopefully stuff. I don't even have Woj's Twitter handle up, but I'll pull that up as well. And I don't want you guys posting stuff in the chat because I have to validate it first. I have to see it with my own eyes because you sons of bitches will troll me. You'll be like, yo, the Rockets just traded for Naismith. What? Really? So no, I'm not going to sit here and read your breaking news. I've got to validate it. So I'll pull up Woj bombs. Rajon Rondo headed to the Clippers. That's a new one. Do we have a definitive landing spot for Oladipo yet? Houston is trading Victor Oladipo to Miami 25 seconds ago. Oh, snap. KD, see, KD? See? This is why I don't listen to your ass. This is why I don't take advice from strangers. I don't even know what that means, but look, I'm pulling up the Twitters. There's the Twitters right there. Look at that hoe. Look at it right there. Boomity boom boom. Boom boom. That's my rap name. I don't know who they got, but he gone. Oladipo's out of here.
Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and be a man.
Now, we don't know what it's going to be for. I don't know for who or what, but that was 1 minute ago. Woj tweeted that out. Evan Massey, 32 minutes ago with the big heat tweet. Look 2 below that, Barry. Yeah. Oladipo to Miami. Miami's waiting to see if Houston will come down on their price. Oladipo apparently sticking with Houston through the deadline is a stunner. Rockets clearly like him. Houston offered Oladipo a 2-year extension, but will have no leverage with Oladipo, an unrestricted free agent in the summer. Okay, so that was 6 minutes ago. I'm sorry, but I'm going to go with Woj 1 minute ago. I'm just messing with you, Katie. Look, I can go with Chris Mannix, or I can go with Woj Bomb. Yeah, so we'll see where he goes. I don't know. We'll find out. But there's a lot of that movement, so we're going to get to all that. I'll try to keep on top of that as best I can. But here's your sports headlines for the day. Hold on, let me get out of all this. I'm in screen sharing mode, and we don't need my stupid face while I read the headlines. Texans have promoted Greg Grissom to who gives a fuck? This organization sucks. I mean, that's that's not like, the actual move. He's now their team president. Still. Yeah, that's true. Don't give Woj. It's copyrighted to VOD. Texans have a new president. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that they screwed up this hire. I have no idea who Greg Grissom is. I have no idea who this cat is. But I can tell you I saw the quote that Cal McNair made about him. He's a good man and he's fuck. What I needed was somebody I trusted in that organization to come forward and go, well, Cal wanted this guy and Redfish Bluefish wanted this other guy, but I made him go with this football guy because he's sharp and he knows what he's doing. But that didn't happen. Cal was like, I love him, which means he's probably a fucking idiot. Because let's be real, Cal McNair hasn't made one good hire yet. He's a moron. So he probably goes to confession with Easterby. That's what I'm saying. They're like, you're screwed when they're like, I would like to introduce our new team president. He comes with about a year of experience, but he's a good Christian. You're like, oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. They're so screwed. Oh, boy. So, I don't know what's going to happen. All right, I'm looking at the Twitters. Yep, Oladipo gone to Miami, which is where he wanted to go, right? I'm seeing SportsCenter, Heat Nation. Don't know what the terms of the deal are yet. NBA Central reporting at NBA on TNT. But this is all after Woj did it, so cool. Yes. Oh, Ira Winderman. Who?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Said that sources close to Oladipo confirm it. Guess what? I would rather have Woj than a source close to Oladipo. Woj is literally, Woj is everybody's uncle, okay? There's no better source than Woj. I don't give a damn about family. Yeah, it's pretty wild. We need to talk about that because I think I'm being hacked. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Kyle Lowry is staying a Raptor. I got to see that first. Don't believe you. No, shut your whore mouth, White Magic. I want to see it. I bet Cal wants to be Toro for a day. Here's the thing, Brandon Martinez. I truly believe that Cal probably dresses up in the Toro costume after everybody leaves. They're probably like, hey, Cal, we're all going to go grab some beers and, just talk about Jesus and football. Did you want to go? No, you guys go ahead. I got a lot of work to do. And they're all like, what you don't even have furniture in here. You just have an Xbox and a beanbag chair and a TV. I gotta manipulate some rosters on Madden. Are you sure you don't want to go hang out with us? No, I'm good. And they're all like, okay. And then they leave and he scampers down to the cheerleaders' locker room and just dresses up as Toro and just goes out on the field with nobody there. And he just acts like Toro. And he's like, I'm doing it, Dad. I'm doing it. I'm Toro. Fuck, this is, jeez. Ugh. This is our owner. This is where we're at. Oh, boy. Let's see here. Stevie, I've missed your weather update. Did you give a weather update, by the way? I feel like I missed it. I feel like I got too far away from the shit. I bet you didn't do one today. I don't see it. Nah, I probably missed it. Okay, well, I guess I missed it. All right, I'm going to keep my eye on the Twitters over here. That's specifically Oladipo. But I need to pull up Woj's. There's Woj. There's his page. Is there any other, not today, too busy watching tornadoes. You see, you broke your streak. You dirty bitch. You dirty bitch, you broke your streak. Is there anybody other than Woj that you guys watch? Is Zach Lowe pretty good source? I don't trust Brian Windhorst just because if your mouth and your breath smells that much like LeBron's nuts, I don't trust anything else. I'm sorry. Brian Windhorst. Blah. Oh, Shams. Yeah, Shams is a good one. Let me pull him up too. Is Zach Lowe decent? Yeah, let me see. Let me get Shams. This is a shamockery. Yeah, Shams Charania is a good one. So that's why Kelly's busy. Shams, there's Shams. All right, so what time does the trade deadline end? That I don't know. What time does the trade deadline end, NBA? Call up your boy Kelly. Well, he's supposed to join me at 3:30. Did you listen to the beginning of the goddamn show, Steven? Go sit in the corner. Go sit in a corner. Oh, it ended at 2. Okay, so it ended when we went live. All right, so that's why, 3 p.m. Eastern. There you go. Okay. Well, let's see what else rolls in, because there will be some that roll in for the next couple of hours or so. It's over, but as long as they got the paperwork in, there's still going to be others. Maybe not big announcements. No, Barry, we said too. Shut up, CC. There will still be some announcements that follow up, so we'll keep an eye on that. Shams posted it. What? Source, Houston traded Victor Oladipo to Miami for Avery Bradley, Kelly Olynyk, and a draft swap. Wow. There it is. There's your breaking news. I'll say this though. That's not getting much at all. I don't know what the draft swap does. Here's the thing though. He didn't fit, but here's the problem. And Tony Garza saying, anything for Oladipo was fine. Not really. Not really, because when you consider that he was part of the James Harden deal, you have to now evaluate that part of your James Harden deal got you Kelly Olynyk and Avery Bradley and a draft swap. For James Harden, I liked it better when it was Oladipo for James Harden, when you thought maybe Oladipo sticks around and has something left in the tank and this, that, and the other. But now you're talking about, you traded James for Avery Bradley and Kelly Olynyk and the draft swap. Ugh. I don't like it. But I think they were desperate. They knew they were going to lose him at the end of the season. You knew you had to do something. But also, Mr. Stone, you knew this when you traded for him. You knew you were getting a guy that was out of favor at Indiana, couldn't even start, was coming off the bench, wasn't getting a lot of playing time, trying to bounce back from the injuries, and you knew he wanted to be in Miami. You kind of knew you weren't going to bring in a guy that wanted to rebuild in Oladipo. John Wall, different story, right? He wants that. He wanted to be the Batman. He wanted to be the center of attention, and he wanted that redemption story. Oladipo just wants to win. And I think Oladipo also has ties to the city and other things and wanted to be in Miami for whatever reasons he had. So, and I agree exactly. That's the thing. When you think about all of this, what was the original James Harden deal? James Harden trade details. I want to see because I don't remember what the original was. So the Rockets got Victor Oladipo, Rodion Kurix, whom they just traded with PJ Tucker to get the DJ crew, and a pick swap with the Bucks. Dante Exum, 4 unprotected first-round picks, Brooklyn's 2022 and 24, 26, and Milwaukee's 2022, and 4 unprotected first-round pick swaps in 21, 23, 25, and 27. So a lot of first-round picks, but as far as players go, you got Oladipo, Kurix, and Dante Exum. So then you traded. So basically, if I updated this for you and read this, the Rockets got Avery Bradley, Kelly Olynyk, a first-round swap, Rodion's Kurix, DJ Augustine, DJ Khaled, an extra Bucks pick. That's what, you think about that. That's what they got. That's the talent that the Rockets got for James Harden. Bradley, Olynyk, the DJ boys, and a bunch of picks. The picks are great. But I said all along, I mean, look, I get it. Are you going to rebuild? Then why did you get Christian Wood? Why do you have John Wall? If you're going to rebuild, get rid of all of it. Be like the Thunder. Did you know that the Thunder have 34 picks over like the next, like they have 17 picks over the next 4 or 5 years or something like that in the first round and the second round. They have 34 picks in the draft over the next 5 years or so. It's crazy. 5, 7, whatever. It's pretty wild. Look, it sounds like a lam bust. I'm glad that the Rockets have these picks because for far too long, Daryl Morey they were pick poor. They had assets, they had bodies, they had contracts. They had no draft picks. They weren't planning on rebuilding through the draft, which I've said all along and I still stand by. It's a lot easier to build with veterans than it is to build through the draft because you just don't know. Of all those 34 picks that Oklahoma City Thunder have, how many of them are going to actually be good? You just really don't know. I mean, they may be a juggernaut for the next 10 years. But then you got salary cap issues and everything else. So you're just trying to find you a superstar. You're trying to find you a stud. Now, the Rockets have a lot of picks and but their picks are from really good teams too. Brooklyn probably wins a chip this year. Milwaukee, I mean, Miami is going to be a playoff contender. So, you know, a lot of these picks, and I realize some of them might be through other sources or whatever, but we're not talking about lottery picks. We're not talking about top 5 picks. Hell, they might lose a pick to the Thunder this year. Pretty concerning. They didn't get a lot, but I would have loved to have seen them get a stud superstar to go along with Christian Wood and John Wall. I would have loved to have seen them got a Ben Simmons, a Joel Embiid, somebody that you know in return was younger than Harden, but could have been as good. I mean, maybe not. I mean, James Harden is special. But man, you got Avery Bradley. That's like the marquee name now that you got for James Harden. And by the way, there's starting to be some dissension amongst the ranks within the Rockets. Last night, John Wall yelling at Daniel House. These guys are frustrated. They're 1-21 over their they're 1-20 over their last 21 games. I don't know. It's a lot of problems with this organization right now. They're going to have to start all over. Back to the headlines. I didn't get to these. Jadeveon Clowney is visiting the Cleveland Browns today. This is the trade deadline. It passed 2 o'clock. The Magic traded All-Star Vukovic to the Bulls. The Magic traded Aaron Gordon to the Nuggets. So the Magic basically cleaned house. That's how you rebuild. They just said, you know what? Forget it. We're getting rid of all this stuff, and we're legitimately starting over from scratch. Give us all the picks. We want put all those picks on our face. Let's have them. And they're going in full-on ass rebuild mode. And I agree with you, Total Dallas. Clowney in Cleveland is a good fit. On the other side of Myles Garrett, you know, Clowney is in the same position that I said J.J. Watt was in the NFL now. He's not going to be the primary pass rusher. He's going to be a complementary pass rusher. He's going to be a guy you also have to worry about, but not a guy you maybe double team anymore, but a guy that's going to get loose on you if you don't pay attention to him. And that could be Jadeveon Clowney. All right. So I'm trying to look. Let's see. Shams source trade all the deep roll for Avery Bradley. Okay, we got all that. We don't need that anymore, Shams. Adrian Wojnarowski. Raptors are keeping Kyle Lowry. No Lonzo Ball trade. Sources tell ESPN he's staying in New Orleans. Toronto is trading guard Terrence Davis to Sacramento for a future second-round pick. So it's weird that Lowry stays in Toronto after all the other moves. A lot of people thought that there were roster spots opening up and this, that, and the other, and that Kyle Lowry would be moved. He wanted a 2-year extension if he was going to stay in Toronto or if he was going to be traded. He wanted to get an extension. So we'll see what happens with him there. The Hawks are trading Rajon Rondo to the Clippers for Lou Williams. That's pretty interesting. Clippers also send 2 future second-round picks to the Hawks in the deal. That move doesn't make a lot of sense. That's a weird move. I don't know. What are the Clippers? What is the thought process if you're the Clippers there? I mean, Lou Williams gives you starter numbers off the bench. I'm not sure I understand that move. I'm not sure I don't think you got better by getting Rajon Rondo. And you sent 2 future second-round picks to the Hawks. I don't know. Marvin Wingfield said Shams tweeted JJ Redick to the Mavs. Not seeing that. Not seeing that. You know, I kind of like this format better. I think this is the first real busy trade deadline that we went through. I know on the suspects we would do the trade deadline, but we didn't have to keep moving, and we had, I kind of like the laid back approach where I can just pull up Twitter and we can all talk about the trade deadline and figure out what's going on and who's doing what. I kind of like this, but I don't see, that's Adrian Wojnarowski. Where's Shams? Oh, there it is right there. 2 minutes ago. New Orleans sent JJ Redick and Nicolo Melli to the Mavs. Okay. All right. There you go. And there's the Olynyk thing. So, okay. Interesting stuff. By the way, are we having any skips, chat? Any skips? Any, has the show skipped at all? That is the question. Please let me know. And if it is, somebody write that shit down for me, please. Bet, Marvin. Appreciate you. All right, let's get into more. Let's do some more shit here because let's talk more basketball, specifically Draymond Green. Now, I'm curious who's going to argue with me about this. Usually I can get a couple of arguments from you guys. You guys, especially KD. It's skipped when you spoke of Harden's value. You shut your whore mouth. Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that, Westling. Don't spoil it yet. God damn it, John Westling. You spoiled the goddamn surprise. I can't work like this. I can't work like this. I can't work like this. You have a plan, and then here comes John Westling just shitting all over it. All right, well, let's do that first, and then we'll do the Draymond Green thing because Draymond, oh my God, Draymond called himself the greatest defender in the history of the NBA. It's fucking laughable. You could, even if you didn't know shit about basketball, you could be like, Pippen, Peyton, Olajuwon, Robinson, Ben Wallace. Okay, you might be 6, fam. And then you got people that are like Bill Russell, Clyde Frazier, all these old school fuckers that none of us watched, they're going to be throwing in the mix as well. Draymond's a fucking idiot. So we'll just address that and I'll get back to the Westling thing in a second. Draymond Green, if you didn't know, he came out and said that he was the greatest defender of all time. He said, I think I'm the best defender to ever play in the NBA. I stand by that. I put myself up against anyone. Now, I will say that when this argument, Dennis Rodman is the best defender of all time. I mean, you can make that argument. He's definitely one of the best rebounders. I don't know about best defender. I mean, you talk about I don't even know that Draymond is top 3 in his own current era amongst active players. Give me Rudy Gobert, Giannis, and Kawhi Leonard before Draymond Green defensively, and that's guys playing right now. Never mind greats like Olajuwon and David Robinson. And I will say this, though. Here's the one thing that makes it very difficult. Here's the one thing that makes it very difficult to compare to, because a lot of the best defenders ever, a lot of the greatest defenders of all time happen to be at the center position, happen to be at the 5. Because they patrolled the lane. You know what I mean? It was a mid-range game for a very long time. Yeah, you had some outside shooting, but most of the time people preferred mid-range to getting to the rim. They didn't settle for 3-point shots. So now when you think about it, his value is increased because of the era that he plays in. If you are an elite perimeter defender, it was like being an elite 5 back in the day. I truly believe that because of the way that the game has been changed, which also tells you why Scottie Pippen's value should be higher. A lot of people will tell you he was the best non-low post defender ever. So because he, defended him on the perimeter. But that's why I think a guy like Kawhi Leonard is so versatile, because he can do a lot of that. So, yes, there's another good one, Ron Artest. Bruce Bowen was kind of dirty. Oh, just stand where they land. Fuck that dude. Sorry, CC. No. I just... Rev said, I have zero problems with what he said. He's wrong, obviously, but he's where he is because he thinks that way. Oh, no. Now, look, there's a difference in having faith in yourself, and you don't get to be where, you don't become an NBA player if they can, maybe one day I'll be okay. You have to have a certain amount of ego that tells you you're the best and the greatest. That's called drive. That's called the will to succeed. But you also don't want to be delusional. And I just want to say this about his take on it. I want to say this about his words, his own words, quote, "I'm the best defender to ever play in the NBA." Unless your name is Cassius Clay or Muhammad Ali, you don't get to proclaim yourself the greatest. There was only one man that walked this, or two. I mean, if you believe in Jesus. There was only... Ali is the only guy that gets to claim he was the greatest because the way that he did it and how he did it and how he backed it up and all the things that he did. And it was part... But you don't just... That's like giving yourself a nickname. You don't get to give yourself... Hey, guys, listen, from now on, I want you to call me Big Dick Handsome Laminack. That's my nickname. Like, none of that's true. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's what my nickname is. Like, no one calls you that. We call you Flabby-Chested Titties Laminack. No, we're not. We're not calling you Big Dick Handsome. No. Guys, come on. I mean, I believe in myself. I believe in my... No, it doesn't work like that, Draymond. You don't get to give yourself a nickname. You don't get to say you're the greatest to ever play whatever position you play. If you want to let the media talk for you, if you want to let your teammates, people in the NBA, the fans, but you don't get to come out and go, I'm the greatest. Yeah. I mean, heavy is the head that wears the crown. No. I respect it, but that doesn't make it so. Good for you for having confidence. Just doesn't make it so. By the way, we call you laughing at with Laminack. First of all, go fuck yourself. Second of all, at and with, I'm a stand-up comic. You think I give a fuck what words you use it before laugh or after? Give a fuck? If you don't think I don't know what the fuck I'm doing when I do the dumb shit that I do, you're dumber than I am. I know exactly what I'm doing. So go fuck yourself. Care if you're laughing at me or with me. You're laughing. That's the point. All right. Yes, time him out. Fuck that dude. Get out of here. Take your light-skinned, tall, skinny ass somewhere else. Get out of here for 5 minutes. I'm not putting up with this shit. I'm not going to come in here. Yeah. TD is not an English teacher. I don't give a fuck. Well, he's not able to chat for 5 minutes just because he thought he was clever. Get out of here. Yeah. Tony, right? Yes, time him out. Get out of here. Boom! Oh, also, I forgot to make Justin Swinford a moderator today. That's my bad, J-Dog. I got to get on that. I got to get on that. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what that means. What are you talking about, Demon? Are you on the right show? Are you also listening to a wrestling podcast? I don't know what that means. What are you talking about? Is this a porn? Are you on an OnlyFans chat also? And you got the wrong goddamn window? Habibi Bikali? What the fuck? What? Okay. So I got big news. Not big news. Westling already kind of fucking ruined the surprise. Did you bullet house? Is that who that is? That's an Ethiopian runner? Okay. I almost want to time out D-Mata just for trying to fucking Jesus. Okay. So tonight, okay, I've been trying to do stuff different on the live chat, on the chats, or no, House. Easy, down, sit, heel, House, heel, back down. No, House is like a goddamn pit bull. In the chat. No, sit. Sit, Ubu, sit. So I've been like, look, the gaming is fun and all on the Twitch stream that I do every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, twitch.tv/Barry is funny. It's fun, but, you know, it's not my all-time favorite thing to do, and some of it gets old, and I don't play enough to really be good at the game. And so I realized you got to know your strengths and weaknesses. Even though I'm the greatest Call of Duty player of all time, right, Draymond Green? You know, it's not the sole reason why people are like, man, I can't wait to watch Barry die 11 times tonight. God, I cannot wait to hear him complain about campers. Yes. So I've started doing some other things. I do a lot of just chatting. And the other day when Mike Liebeshock and I were doing Food of Ages, John Westling popped his head in the chat and said, what's up? And, you know, we all started chatting. I had the idea, you know, we should do a show together. We should just have a reunion. It wouldn't be an ESPN. I thought more maybe a PSEN, which when I thought about it, that's short for pissing. And that's probably not ideal. You know, I don't want to be like, hey guys, 3 of us, 3 pissing dudes. That sounds weird. No one's going to watch that chat. But I just thought, all right, you know, it's 3 former hosts of Houston Game Day, 2 stand-up comics and a top-level impressionist, 3 former Houston sports talk radio guys. Let's get together and, you know, talk shit, do it, you know, hang out together so that's going to happen tonight. We're going to talk sports. We're going to talk shit. We're just going to hang out. It's just chatting. This isn't, you know, it's just, we're going to kick it. I got my boys and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So tonight, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, me, Mike Liebeshock, John Westling, all former ESPN Sports Talk Radio guys, gonna get together and hang out. We'll probably talk some NBA, probably talk some baseball, probably talk some football, probably talk about a lot of shit. Probably a lot of nonsense. It's gonna be a lot of fun though, so come join me and us. His Harry Carey is unbelievable. Oh, it's the best. And his Godfather. Yeah, so come hang out with us. 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, twitch.tv/Barry is funny. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have good time, fun time. What is this? Wow. Y'all know House's dad is in a wheelchair. That's so fucked up. So fucked up. Yeah, I've enjoyed the Just Chattings way better than I've enjoyed dying in Warzone. Okay, D-Mata, now you get a 5-minute timeout. Get out of here. Get 5-minute timeout for D-Mata. You could have just left it alone. You could have just, House wanted to time you out. I said, no, I like D-Mata. Gets weird sometimes, but I like the guy. And then here you come with the facts that no one gives a fuck about. You might as well have just posted a soccer score that no one gives a fat shit about. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Yes, House knows. Now? Yes, now, House. Now, get him. AR Platinum with the super chat. Thank you. Oh, we got to talk about this too. Thank you for the $2 super chat, my friend. He said, I'm investing in the Turkish Barry on Deck fan club. So let's chat for a second. We're going to get back to sports. So I told you guys, that the numbers spiked. Like if you go and look at the channel, there was this weird anomaly where the numbers went way up. And I honest to God, I have no idea why, like what's happening with them. But we ended up gaining like 650 subscribers in one day. Monday or Tuesday's show was just bananas. 475 likes. It's almost got 1,000 views, and they just keep coming. Just not like yesterday's show didn't do all that. And I was like, man, what the fuck is going on? I really feel like I'm going to be hacked. Like something is happening. This show ain't that popular. Not yet. I don't know what the fuck is going on. No, unless you want to fucking timeout Chuck Dunaway, don't do it. I don't want to give you a timeout. I want you to enjoy the show. Don't do it. That's not. I don't mention it. I don't mention it every show. And we might have we have new viewers from Turkey, okay? People in Turkey don't know that your dad, skirt. They don't know that. Okay. So the channel had this huge spike. I didn't know what was going on. And I started asking about like what is happening here. So look, I want to show you. I actually screenshotted this because I was asking the guy. So this was that's the channel growth. That was, I'm going to put that in the middle. Screw it. You don't need to see my face. But that was the spike. That's over the last 28 days. We were plugging along. Then all of a sudden, boop, boop, boop. What the fuck just happened there, right? Like that was crazy. And then there's this thing here. Oh, that's the same thing. That was the channel growth. Hold on. Then there was this. This was the video views for like the last week. So there's no rhyme or reason to this. I look at the geography. We're getting a lot of views from Turkey. So I don't know what happened in Turkey. I don't know. I mean, I like Turkey. I love Turkey. Only on November though. And Christmas. But apparently we're getting a lot of views from Turkey. Not all, but some. But then this happened. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I'm definitely getting hacked. That's all I can say. If these are my traffic sources, there's some tomfoolery afoot. Now, not all of those views that we're getting are from, but that really feels like somebody's trying to crack my password. That's exactly what I think that is. They're like, let's see if we can get in and steal his YouTube subscribers. So if you guys all, if this channel goes down one day, you know what happened. No, why would I buy bots and then bring it up? Oh my God. Why would I do that? Why would I buy bots and then be like, I would be like, hey man, I'm killing it, right? The fuck? No, that's not the Kremlin. It might be the aliens. That's a possibility. It could be that. All right, let's get back to what else do we have? I kind of want to talk about this. What time is this? 2:45? No, I'm not going to be thankful, G-Man, because I want it to count. I want it to be real. I don't want a bunch of fake ass views. I would rather when I showed you that first one, like I'm good with that. If you look from March 18, like that, it doesn't look like a big increase, but we added like 60 subscribers in a few days. And that was like a legitimate addition to the channel. This other stuff, I'm not so sure about. So Ben said Barry's about to be peddling camels out of his garage because of his new strong Turkish mob following. Hey guys, I want to tell you about the camel factor. It's a camel bomb. Cam bomb! No, we're not. I'm huge in Turkey. I'm huge. Huge. No, I have not been using the alien app. It's not it. I don't even know what that is. Is that another wrestler? Is that another barefoot Ethiopian runner, White Magic? What the fuck is going on? Grant's like, please don't go away. Jess said, yeah, it sounds too good to be true. It probably is. See? And what does that mean, botted? I don't know. Like, I brought this up with my YouTube guy. And he was like, I feel like I need to point this out to YouTube. Like, hey, I don't know what's going on, but this doesn't feel right or look right or seem right. I think I'm going to open up a ticket with them because I don't want to get in trouble for some bullshit that I can't control. And I certainly don't want to get my goddamn channel hacked. So anyways, I want to talk about this cinnamon toast crunch shrimp tail thing. Have you guys seen this? It's pretty hilarious, but I don't want to get into it and then not be able to get to the break. Do we have time to do this? I think we do. Let's do it. So this dude, I don't know who he is. His name is Jensen Karp. And Jensen sat down one day to have a bowl of cereal. Just a regular ass bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And then Jensen eats a bowl and decides to go back for a second bowl. So when he does that, let me move this here. He pours some out and notices some strange occurrences in the bag of his Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And he basically says, yo, wait, let me go back to the beginning. Am I not on the beginning? Where the fuck is the beginning of this goddamn thing at? Isn't that it? I believe that's it right there. Yeah. So then he says, I found shrimp tails in my Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And then this chick, Hella Nachos, I guess it's a chick. This isn't General Mills' first rodeo with shrimp in their products. Apparently they had shrimp tails and other products. And then they said, oh, we're sorry to see what you found. We'd like to report this. Can you please send us a DM? So then he says, look, I found this other stuff too. I don't know what this is, but it's like, doesn't look good. It's got like, it looks like droppings of some sort. Then they start commenting, and he's all right. And he's like, all right, I'm looping in General Mills because I'm genuinely nervous about what this is. So then they look at it and say the following. Hold on, let me, I want to shrink this down for you guys. Where the fuck is this going? How come I always struggle? This is the biggest piece of shit, I swear to God. Because I want you guys to see this. Their response to this. So, oh my God, could we just... I don't even know. I should have fucking copied all these pictures. This is such horseshit. So anyways, General Mills says, after further investigation with our team that closely examined the image, it appears to be an accumulation of the cinnamon sugar that is sometimes, that can occur when ingredients aren't thoroughly blended. So they're trying to say that those aren't shrimps that you see, fam. They're saying that, yeah, that's not shrimp. That's accumulation of sugar. So then he's like, oh, really? Because I just picked them up and they're definitely fucking shrimp tails, you weirdos. And now the journey begins in earnest because now he's freaking out. This person's like, yep, I study crustaceans. Those are shrimp. You want me to test the DNA? So now he's got other research labs that are like, we'll test the DNA. The whole internet now is going crazy over cinnamon shrimp toast crunch guy. And then people are like, well, I have shellfish allergies. This is scary. So then they're like, they start private messaging him. Hey, we'd like to send you some vouchers. He's like, you just told me it wasn't shrimp. Go fuck yourself. And now they want to send the shrimp in and they want him to wait at home for FedEx so he can FedEx the shrimp. And he's like, no, I'm not FedExing you all the shrimp. I'm going to save some because you bitches are liars. And then here comes Dr. Karen James that says, I'm a geneticist working in the field of shrimpery. I made that up. It'd be pretty straightforward. You're welcome to DM me. He's like, I will. So now they're going and he goes through the whole bag. And this is crazy. I want you to see this. I'm going to open this in its own window. In fact, I'm just going to copy this down here. You need to see this. This is what this dude found. This is what this dude found in his bag of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, along with the shrimp tails. He found a piece of string. I don't know what the fuck that is below the shrimp tails on the left. It looks like a leaf. He found he found those like black things, those droppings or whatever. Let me tell you what somebody eventually says on this thread. I'll never eat cereal again. Somebody goes, oh, that's probably rat feces. Let me explain. Basically, what happens is at the plants, the rats will eat the workers' leftovers. Maybe somebody had shrimp and the rats got in the garbage and ate the shrimp. They probably ate that string that you saw. That's why that's in there. They probably ate all of those other foreign bodies. And then they get into the cereal making machine and then they shit everywhere. And then they shit out the rat. They shit out the shrimp tails. They shit out the string. And then it just gets What? Are you fucking kidding me? That was so disgusting. So disgusting. So now I've got to worry about eating stuff that rats have shitted in the food? This is a thing now. I'm going to try to find it for you where they said that. It was in this thread here. And he thinks that he said there was like squares and black marks on the cereal. Doesn't know what that is. I mean, that could be anything. That could be burn marks from when they, whatever. Justin Swiffer said this seems fake. Nah, I don't know about that. For real, someone tell me what they look like maggots. Yeah, I don't know about that. That just looks like, now see that you can't see it again because this software, I hate it so much. But if I show you this picture, you can see that little nugget in his hand down at the bottom. That looks like a seed. Again, if you've ever had corn. Also remember they told me this is just sugar. It's okay. The FDA allows a certain amount of shrimp tails per box of cereal. Where is it? Excuse me, not a COVID cough. I'm trying to find for you guys. Oh, there it is. Lynn said mouse or rat droppings guaranteed they made a home in a bag of flour or other raw ingredients, and all of the shrimp, string, and everything else is their scavenged items. What? Oh, so they're not saying, okay. So I mistook this. So basically what he's saying is that those aren't, everything that you're seeing isn't what the rat shitted out. No, he's saying those are rat droppings. He's saying that's probably rat droppings. But what he's saying is that other stuff that you saw, this stuff, they didn't shit that out. They scavenged it to eat for later. So they made their home in the flour. They were storing this like it was their fucking pantry, that they were like, you know what? I think later, like dad rat's like coming home from a hard day at the fucking rat office. And he's like, what do we got to eat? And mama rat's like, well, we got some string and some fish tails and some shrimp tails and a piece of plastic. He's like, yeah, I'll take some shrimp tails and string. Why not? It's fucking weird. All this is so weird. It's creepy. It's disgusting. And he has done a lot of media, though. So in Justin Swinford's defense, they went through another bag of the stuff, and this is what they found. You have to look closely, but right, if you look like, even with my finger, you can see it. It's like a piece of string or something in there, and they said that the bag was taped shut. This is a whole fucking adventure. I've never had anything like this happen. Never. It's pretty crazy, though. I don't know what I would do if I found a roach or a rat or something in my food. I'm not a litigious guy. I would want to get paid. I'm not going to lie. Daniel Mattel, what's up, buddy? You guys that I've been talking about, the YouTube genius that's helping me grow this channel, right here. Good to have you in the chat, my friend. Welcome to the show. He said, this is exactly how Belichick and Brady cheated. They read the other team's stereo markings to figure out their next play. Yeah, duh. There's a lot of reasons that a lot of ways that they cheated, Daniel. Not just that. I don't know. Finding a bug, I would be ruined from not just that food, but that person or that place of business, or that company. Like I probably will never eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch again now because of this. Not happening. It's pretty goddamn gross. But I would be, and I'm not like, I'm going to sue kind of guy, but daddy's getting paid. Daddy's getting paid. If I find shrimp tails and string in my, they're going to change it from General Mills to Berry Mills. Oh, no, that's, daddy's got to get paid for sure. I'm imagining that rat crawling on a beam. Oh, God. CC, don't do that. That's so goddamn gross. All right, let's get to a break. We got more sports to discuss as well. We have to talk about, I have a link for you guys that I want to go through in regards to grading the NFL offseason so far. Plus, we need to talk about Johnny Football said nobody helped him when he was at his lowest moment. And you recall earlier in the week, we talked about Josh Gordon getting advice from Johnny Manziel, which is like a crackhead telling a heroin addict that they need to stop using drugs. It's a whole weird thing. We'll talk about that. Hopefully Kelly Eco joins me at 3:30 to talk Rockets and NBA. If not, we'll move him to tomorrow. So all that and a lot more right after this break. Don't go anywhere. What I have for you, by the way, I know you guys have been craving this. I gave you 1 and 2 earlier. It's Guy on a Buffalo, part 3, part 4. So a reason to stick around for the 5-minute break. Go smoke a cigarette or shit or pee or whatever it is you do during the break. I will see you in 5 right here on Barry on Deck.
A waterfall back there? Seen some coyotes creeping on a baby wounded buffalo, scared him off with his gun. Trotted up to the buffalo, body slammed the buffalo for his own good. Hog tied the buffalo, brought home the buffalo to eat him. Oh, he's kind of cute, I'll just eat my horse instead and ride the buffalo. What saddle up the buffalo? He's faster than he looks, but I'm on, yeah, awesome. And on the buffalo, I need a switch, I'm gonna hit him. Yeah, all right, now we're going. Now this is awesome. Oh, God. Oh, man, this is unstable, but I'm trying to prove a point. What? Riding on a buffalo. God, is that a stick or a, what was that? Oh, I'm riding. I'm just a guy on a buffalo. One day the guy on the buffalo was romping around in a pasture. Buffaloes was minding babies, but also getting hunted by some hunters. One of them was loud. The buffalo scattered. The other hunter got mad, kicked him in the knee and punched him right in the mouth. He tackled the other hunter, not sure why, but it turned into this whole big deal. Guy on a buffalo, sneak up on you like a ghost. Yeah, it's me, you hunt buffalo? No, we cool. I'm on a buffalo, don't forget it. Oh, I won't. I don't like that guy, I'm gonna shoot him. Check out my coat. Look out, guy, you're gonna get shot by the guy wearing a buffalo. Oh, get to the forest. What's gonna happen to guy on a buffalo? One day a geezer in the forest found a buffalo with a dead body on his back. Put his finger in his nostril and brought him on home to his barren wife. This happened before the baby thing. Put his pipe in his mouth and pulled the guy off Hope you like dumplings. Well, I do. I wanna sit down and eat these dumplings. How you like them? They're good. How you like them? Right good. I like them too. Oh, God. Thanks for complimenting me, guy on a buffalo. One day, the guy on the buffalo seen his enemy on a mule. He says, I'ma chase him down and maybe just trample him to death. Who knows? Let's see. But the mule wouldn't go, and when he started running, the guy could hardly hold on, 'cause he didn't have a saddle and it bucked him off. Now it's a foot race with a buffalo. Guy on a buffalo was straight to trample you down in the weeds. Guy on a buffalo, hey, I like your hat, but it's not gonna save you. You better watch out. Oh no, he trampled that guy, left him for dead out on the prairie. Buffalo, oh, see ya, guy on a buffalo. One day the guy on the buffalo went into town for some more revenge. Got a hot tip about the Crystal Palace and decided to go on in. He's thinking maybe them buffalo hunters who shot him was in there, and it turns out they is. So he started causing ruckus. Head for the hills, everybody. This guy is straight crazy. Guy on a buffalo. Oh, shoot your glassware. Yeah, guy on a buffalo. Shoot you in the gut. Not cool. And shoot you in the head and put a stove on your foot. Ouch. Oh, y'all don't want to mess with a guy that's riding around atop a buffalo. Hey, dead guys, I done told you not to mess with a guy riding a buffalo.
Yo, welcome back to hour number 2 with Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Guy on a buffalo never disappoints. You guys demanded it back when I played it when this show first started. I think in June I played it of last year. Had to bring it back for you. Plus, I was out of ideas for break videos, so why not start to recycle some of these? By the way, chat, NBA fans, just confirmed my guy Kelly Eco from The Athletic is going to keep his appointment. Our weekly Thursday discussion of all things Rockets and NBA going down at 3:30. I told him I'd keep him 10, 15 minutes max. He is swamped, as you can imagine, writing for the Rockets and the NBA for The Athletic. Lots of stuff, lots of deadlines to get to. So he's going to join us. We're going to talk about the Oladipo trade, get his thoughts on it and what that means for the Rockets going forward. And is he satisfied with what they got now for James Harden? Because it looks like all the pieces have settled down. Plus, we'll talk about the swing and the miss and being dissed by Aaron Gordon and him deciding he didn't want to be a Rocket because he didn't want to be extended and play for a team in a rebuild. So we'll get all that and more when Kelly Eco joins us at 3:30. Until then, I wanted to talk about this, and I hope Daniel Batal is still in the chat because he's a Patriots guy. And I wanted to go over with you guys. For the Win did a grade of the offseason so far, and I think a lot of people were pretty high on what the Patriots did, especially early in the free agency period. And, you know, getting 2 stud tight ends was a good deal, and they spent a lot of money. Belichick went supermarket sweeps on the free agent market early on. But For the Win started grading everybody's offseason so far, up through today. I think you'll be surprised. If you had to guess, chat, who do you think is winning the offseason based on this article? Who do you think is the one that they said this team far and away is beating everybody's ass when it comes to signing free agents and winning the offseason? I'm curious what you guys think. Would it be New England? Would it be, let me pick a random team. I'm just going to scroll through here. Would it be Arizona? Definitely not the Cowboys. Who do you think? Who you got? Who do you think is winning the NFL offseason? I'm curious to see. So the writer of this article, Stephen Ruiz and Charles McDonald, wrote this for the Win. And while you're responding, because I know there's a bit of a delay, I'm going to go ahead and show you what we got here. They think right now, winning the offseason, Cleveland Browns. Andrew Berry seems to get it. Browns beefed up the secondary. Former defensive back John Johnson and Troy Hill got affordable deals for them. No, not the Texans, Justin, you raggedy bitch. No. They added Tack McKinley. Draft will continue to mold the roster. So far, they think the Browns have had the best offseason. I don't know about that. I think sometimes we look at off seasons based off of acquisitions, but it's also about keeping who you have, right? Or re-signing Dak. Hello, Cowboys. So Tampa checks in at number 2. They also got an A. Super Bowl champs, retained everyone. And that's sometimes all you need to do to win the offseason. If you can just keep the players you have that helped you win a Super Bowl, that's enough a lot of times. So they kept Ndamukong Suh, Rob Gronkowski, Shaq Barrett, Levante David, obviously Tom Brady. So they get an A for that. Credit where credit is due. I do agree with this. New York Jets having a good offseason. They were able to sign Lawson, Sheldon Rankins, Quinnen Williams. Still need to get their back into their secondary done, it says. The only thing is you didn't upgrade Sam Darnold. I know that the Corey Davis one was a big deal for them, but you did not upgrade Sam Darnold. That to me, I think I would probably maybe A-, B+ them just for that, but otherwise, not too bad. Washington football team gets an A-. All these A's being passed out. Washington football team gets an A-. It says they signed 2 vital players. Curtis Samuels can be seen as a missing piece, and William Jackson will be a significant upgrade for Ronald Darby leaving. Added Ryan Fitzpatrick. I mean, the intelligent Viking is probably better than anything they've had there in recent years. Sans Alex Smith, but they get an A-. So let's go through who I know we have a lot of Saints fans in the chat. I know we have a lot of Cowboys fans in the chat. And of course, being out of Houston, we have a lot of Houston Texans fans in the chat. So let's just scroll through and see where we find each of those teams and their offseason grades according to this. By the way, if Daniel Batal is still here, there's your Patriots, B+. All the moves they made up front got a lot of love. With the Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry, the Nelson Aguilar, I actually like that one. Kendrick Bourne, spend a lot of money. We'll see what they get out of it. So here we go. Niners, Jags, Chiefs, Eagles, Lions. Wow. Ooh, we're at 14. We're at 16 and still none of these 3. Ravens, Bengals, Colts, Giants. Joe, finally. Checking in at number 20. Cowboys get a C for their offseason. So maybe the Cowboys haven't made any significant upgrades to a roster. They did lock up Dak Prescott. Dallas moving former Falcon safety Keanu Neal to linebacker. That's going to be interesting. Team is still in the market for a safety. There's your offseason. There's your report. Let's see. Still don't see this. Did I miss the Saints? My goodness. Good Lord, what? Last and second. Look at the Texans. All the Texans says is, the vibes. It's all bad. Grade, prayers. They didn't even give the Texans a grade. They legitimately just gave them prayers. For the Saints got a D this offseason because their offseason sucked. Okay. It says they kicked a bunch of cans down the road. Eventually got there, though. It says it's just required the loss of a number of real contributors: Hendrickson, Williams, Sanders, Cook, Sheldon Rankins. Oh, and Drew Brees retired. That's going to hurt. Jameis Winston's now your guy. Pretty bad offseason for New Orleans. Walt, if you're in the chat, I'm sorry, buddy. Kind of sucks. So, really, all 3 of the major teams represented by our chat and the Deckhead community, Saints, Texans, Cowboys, bad offseason. It's going to be a long football year for all of us for sure. But I just find it hilarious that they didn't even give the Texans a grade. That is just genius. They just like prayers. Y'all know the vibe. It's all bad. Prayers. So that's it. There's your NFL offseason. Yeah. Pete Jones said, damn. Still who that? Time to eat them W's. No, I'm sorry. Please don't eat W's. That's still one of the weirdest things I've ever watched a grown man do on the sidelines of a football game. And they've had guys that have peed right there. And remember the security guard that was jerking off? Y'all remember that guy? We talked about that on The Suspects a couple years ago. There's a dude that had he was standing security, but he had his hand in his pocket and he was just jerking off. And so it was weird. weird. And then eating the W was still weirder. Nice job, Virginia Buckwheat. This must come out before the Texans re-sign John Weeks. Yeah, I don't think so. All right, last thing I wanted to do sports-wise. What time is it? 3:11. Well, you know what? I want to save some of this stuff. I've been meaning to do this story for a long time. We're going to do it because I know we have a lot of drinkers in the house. A lot of us drinking. Oh, stop it. Okay, Walt, he could throw for a lot of yards. He might throw for some touchdowns. You're missing about 20 interceptions on there. I mean, the dude's if they made a 30 for 30 of Jameis Winston, it would be 30 for 30 on 30 for 30 because he's the guy that throws 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. That would legitimately be his 30 for 30 because he goes 30 for 30. It would be this weird inception of 30 for 30 the whole time. No, I'm not betting money. I don't bet money on Jameis Winston. Are you crazy? Why would I do that? What? No. The fucking Eaton W guy. You're going to put money on the Eaton W guy? No, not doing that. My drinkers thing is gone. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, good thing I have these slides. So basically there was this story that came out that I just deleted all my shit. Oh, well, there goes all those show assets. I don't even have my sub thing anymore. I just deleted it all. Got too fast. White Magic will take that bet. Oh, somebody's spending money. I like it. So you drinkers out there. Oh my God, I just deleted it again. Son of a bitch. It's not going well. Here we go. There's this article that came out that talked about what are your favorite drinks. Now, I mentioned this before, but I'm not a whiskey, unless it's with cola, that whiskey and bourbon, but I'm not a margarita guy. I like sweet drinks. Like if I'm not drinking a whiskey and Coke, or a whiskey and diet, I should say, or a rum and diet, I wouldn't mind like a strawberry daiquiri or something like that. Mike's Hard Lemonade. Not even close, house. So these are the ranked popular drinks. Like these are the drinks that they say are super popular according to a survey that they did. And I'm trying to find, they took down this article makes me sad. I can't believe they took it down already. But here it is. 26% of you are ordering margaritas. 22% vodka, 21 rum and Coke, 18 whiskey Coke, 16 gin and tonic. And then it goes down from there. And one of you, just one, not even 1%, one person is getting a Mike's Hard Lemonade. That's Reverend House, and that's it. But here's the top 5 factors that people will use as they order their drinks. So 37% of the time you consider how much it will cost. In other words, if you're a whiskey drinker, if you're like me, give me a whiskey and diet, then I'll be like, well is fine. How much is Crown? $7 a pour? No, I'll just do well whiskey. That's fine. How much is Jack? Oh, it's $3.50. No, yeah, that's fine. Or whatever the prices are. So that's basically what they're saying, is that when it comes to picking which drink you're going to get from this list, or once you decide on that category, the number one thing you consider when you order your drinks is cost. So I'm asking you, Chad, is that true? Is that your number one factor, or is it like, what is your favorite? Like, you're like, I don't give a shit. I'm a Crown guy, and that's what I'm going to order. I don't give a shit. If I'm getting tequila, it's always Patron. If I'm getting vodka, it's always Grey Goose. It's always Tito's, whatever it is you drink. I, for one, I used to get the cheaper, but now I just really like my Crown and Coke. So I'm going to pay the little bit of extra Unless I'm just dead ass broke on the road doing comedy or something. And then I might not do that. So number one factor, how much will it cost? Number two factor, how much alcohol is in it? Now, those are my diehard alcoholics who are just in it to get drunk. You don't give a shit. You don't give a shit about the actual taste. You just want to get white girl wasted. I'm here for that. What type of ingredients are in it? Like, oh my God, I can't have that. There's so much sugar. And is that vegan lemonade or whatever it is y'all do? What the bartender will think? Now, I've never gave a shit about that. That bartender can judge me all they want. I don't give a fat shit about that. That's my drink. You ain't drinking it. I don't even care that, because I know y'all judge me when I say whiskey and diet. You're like, what an idiot. He probably owns a cat. Yeah, bitch, I do. I drink Diet Coke with my whiskey and I own a cat. What? I don't care if you judge me. This is like Total Dallas earlier. We're laughing at you and with you. I don't give a shit. Just laugh. Now, I don't care if you judge me. Just give me my drink because I have to taste it. I have to drink it. This turned into a therapy session. Last one was how many calories are in it. Come on, fam. You don't get these changed by caring about calories. That's not how that works. Some more that this article talked about. Fruity drink fans say they are. Is this true? Where my fruity drink fans at? People that drink fruity drinks say they're more fun, they're more carefree, and they're book smart. You buying that? You believe in that? Just don't kill me. Don't shoot the messenger. Yeah, that does kind of sound like, ooh, is that a slur? Can you say that? Can you say fruity drinks? That's like when we learned about, could you say, what was the word we did on the chat the other night on Twitch? Pansy. I didn't know pansy was offensive. Calling a dude a pansy is offensive. I didn't know that. I learned something new. I'll never use that word again. All right, more of it. Cocktail drinkers say they are nonconformist, extroverted, and the mom or dad friend. I don't even know what the fuck that means. The mom or dad friend? What? What does that mean? That took a turn. I have no idea. I mean, look, I drink cocktails. I wouldn't say I'm a nonconformist. I'm definitely an extrovert. I don't know what the mom or dad friend means. I really don't. I don't know what that means at all. But I would say I'm more fun. And I do like fruity drinks. But if I order a drink, if we went to a bar right now, I'm getting a Crown and Coke or Crown and Diet. So I would probably fall within this category. But I fit a lot of these molds. I mean, I'm really super smart, like so smart. In fact, that's my nickname. Old Smarty Pants Laminack. Not Draymond Green. What else? People who like darker drinks. Now we're getting racist. Oh, stouts and brown spirits. Say they are more logical. Is that what? So this wouldn't be considered a cocktail now? Brown spirits? Is that what I am? I'm a brown spirits whiskey drinker. More logical, street smart, more driven. I mean, I'm pretty much all of these. You know, it's a curse. It's just a curse that I'm fun and whimsical, logical, street smart, and extrovert. All that. More driven, laid back, mom and dad friend. See, I am the most logical person you've ever met, then. And then here's your drinks of choice. Margaritas, 26%, vodka, soda, 22, rum and Coke, 21, whiskey and cola, 18, gin and tonic, 16. I don't remember what this is from. I don't know why they're ranked like that, but this was on the, excuse me, not a COVID cough. This was on the infographic that they had. I wish I had the website because they had some really good info, but apparently they have taken it down. Maybe because there was false information in here. Or maybe because they got racist and called them brown spirits. And then the spirits were like, nope, that's not okay. I had been meaning to get to that forever. I guess I should have checked my link before I put it in my show rundown. That probably would have been smart. Oh, somebody just mentioned on a Facebook message there where they were like, they gave credit to Karl Malone being a great defender, better than Draymond. I love you, Kenise, but that's a stupid-ass take if I've ever heard one. I'm not going to say Karl Malone is one of the greatest defenders of all time. No, fam. No. In fact, I think you could make a list. I would say Draymond might be top 25, but I don't even think he's top 20. I think if you made a list of all the defenders, he ain't top 20. Okay, one more. So I saw this on Facebook. The other day we did a How Does Batman Wear His Hat? Yeah, Karl Malone, that guy. How does Batman wear his hat? And don't forget, Kelly Eco joining me in about 9 minutes, 3:30. We're going to talk NBA trade deadline, Rockets, Oladipo trade. And we'll talk about the Eric Gordon snub as well. So we'll have some more sports for you before the show is over. Promise. But when I saw the info or the picture the other day of how does Batman wear his hat, I also saw another picture that I wanted to save. And this is serious. I need you guys to calm the fuck down for a minute. Be serious. Because it said they wanted you to pick the top 3 in their era. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know who all these people are. But I just basically, I picked all of these off of looks. So it was like, who was the best of their era? So I'm not sure I know who one is. I want to say 2. Is that Topanga or whatever her name is? I know 3 was the little sis on Fresh Prince. 4 is a Power Ranger. 5, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know 6. I definitely know 7 is Whitley from what was that? Not Living Single. Not in Living Color. What's the damn? It had something living in it. It was after the Cosby Show, right? 8 is Saved by the Bell chick. 9 is also Saved by the Bell chick. And 10 is Lisa Bonet from The Cosby Show. So you have to pick 3. The rest gotta go. And I was like, I need to know who 6 is. Who is 6? Yeah, number 2 is married to the shrimp guy. The shrimp toast guy. That's who number 2 is married to. 7 is Hillary from Fresh Prince. Why? Oh, that's not Whitley. You're right. I fucked that up. 7 is Hillary from the Fresh Prince. You're right, Amos. Yeah, all I really care about is 10. I mean, Lisa Bonet was my jam. So, Hillary, I don't know why Whitley's not on here, by the way. Don't y'all think shouldn't Whitley be on here? I think Whitley should be on. Total Dallas said 10 and some privacy. See, I'm with you, Total Dallas. I'm with you. 6 was on the show with LL back in the day. So my answer, by the way, Justin said 8, 8, and 2. Total Dallas going 8, 9, 10. Yeah, Jasmine guy was weird looking. Hold on a goddamn minute. Man, you better sit your ass down, CC. Sit down. I'm going to go for sure 10. 10 is staying. I never really realized how hot the younger sister was on Fresh Prince until this photo. And then I was like, damn. That's Ashley, right? Ashley was cute. Is that Mia Campbell? Why doesn't that Mia Campbell she could get it. So just so we're clear, when I saw this on Facebook, my answer was 6, 7, 10. That was my answer. 6, 7, 10. And I don't even remember. I didn't even know that was Mia Campbell. But she's just hot. So I was like 6, 7, 10. That's the answer. Tatiana Ali. That's 3, right? Yeah. See, I didn't even know all the names. I think I knew Lisa Bonet and that was it. I couldn't give you any of their names. That's it. That's all I had. Let's see. Stacey Dash is at 6. No. 6 is not Stacey Dash. Is it? So Katie says, no, it's not. That's not Stacey Dash. That's Maya Campbell. I don't know. It's all very confusing. Laura Winslow. See, she was never hot. I don't know why. Could we replace Laura Winslow with Whitley? Whitley was like oddly hot. What was the was it Living Single? Was that it? Wasn't it? Yes, it was Living Single. Jasmine Guy, Living Single. Here she goes. Oh, is this an old picture? Damn! Don't show this picture. Okay, hold on. Jen. Holy shit! Oh my God, I retract all my statements about Whitley. God damn. Oh, hold on, fam. Open image. Now this is, I know this is a current picture. Oh my God, why won't it let me save image? This is not good, fam. Desktop, save. This is Whitley right now. This is why you change your mind. Yeah, damn. No. Bro, she looks, Whitley morphed into Eartha Kitt. And not when Eartha Kitt had her fastball. A different world. Whatever. That was the name I couldn't think of. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. But back in the day, though, this one here, hold on. See, this one here is the one. This is what I'm talking about. Don't at me, CC. Save that. We're talking about two different. We're talking about. You're talking about practice. No. Yes. But you know, you gotta take the no if you take the yes. You crazy. You are crazy, Justin Swinford. You are crazy. Look at that picture over there. Whitley definitely had it back in the day. Not so much anymore. My goodness. Anyway, so I was curious to see who you guys would pick your top 3 from this list. And did we confirm, was that Stacey Dash? Because Stacey Dash wasn't on the list, but she'd have been on my top 3 for sure if she was. I mean, she was, if that was Stacey Dash at number 6, but I don't think that is. I think KD is right. Is that Maya Campbell? Let's see. Yep. That is definitely who that is. And my goodness, what happened? What happened to her? Is there a whole thing did she fall off? Did she get hooked on drugs or some shit? Oh, hell. Why do I always pick? Oh, see? That's how you know right there. Look, Kelly Eco's joining the chat and he's looking at the screen going, what on earth is happening right now? I'm gonna let you adjust your camera, Kelly, but then Kelly, I'm gonna get your thoughts on this before we talk Rockets. So be ready. I'm gonna come to you with this. But I've got to go look and see what's going on with this whole Maya Campbell thing because I don't know, she got all hooked on drugs. I'm just picking based on looks. All right, joining me on the show right now, from The Athletic, a busy man. Oh, hold on, fam. Hold on. No, I'm not doing this.
Get my background.
Come on. God damn. Come on, man. There we go. Let's start over. Hold on. 3, 2. Joining me on the show right now, here on The Athletic, Kelly Eco, as he joins me every Thursday right here on Barry on Deck. Kelly, thanks for being here, buddy.
Yeah, man. Busy day.
I bet. All right, real quick, fam, who you got? You can only keep 3 of these, okay? You can only keep 3. Hold on, let me find it again. Which ones are you keeping right here?
I love all black women, so I'm going to hang on to all of them.
Now that's cheating. Come on, fam. You could only keep 3. I went 6, 7, 10. Like, if Lisa Bonet is not on your list, you're doing something wrong.
6, 7, 10. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, I went 6, 7, 10.
Like I said, I love all black women the same. So
You're not picking it. I'm not getting you in trouble. You're not leaving any sister off the list. I respect that. All right. I know you're a busy man. I know you got a lot to get to. So let's get to it right away. Let's talk about the deal that went down at the trade deadline. Victor Oladipo does get traded, as we all suspected, to the Miami Heat for Avery Bradley, Kelly Olynyk, and a draft swap. Your assessment of this trade?
it's pretty interesting. Everyone knew what the Rockets kind of wanted heading into the deadline. They spoke about getting a good young player, first round pick. This deal isn't any of that per se, but it does give them some expiring contracts. You now have the extra 2020 pick swap that could be valuable in a year's time. But I just think that on the surface it looks kind of underwhelming because everyone knew at the time of the Harden deal what they could have gotten. Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, 2 guys that could help them right now badly. And now you bring in Avery Bradley, who's currently injured, or Kelly Olynyk, who is pretty solid, but he's still, a fringe on the rotation, and you get the pick swap. So I think at first glance it's pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, especially when I was breaking it down in the first hour, when you consider if you replace Oladipo and what you got for James Harden and you add Bradley and Kelly Olynyk and what was that dude's name? Redonkulous that they used in the PJ Tucker deal and Dante, like you basically, you got a bunch of ones over the next, but you didn't get anything. You better hope you draft well. Because if not, this trade ends up being an absolute disaster. You better hope one of these draft picks over the next 5 to 6 years is an absolute stud and a top 5 player. If not, you lost, and you lost badly.
So I think, for Rockets fans that are kind of pissed off right now, you should just look at it as a long-term play. If the Rockets end up with the number 1 pick, number 2 pick, I don't think anyone will be mad that they lost Oladipo for this and you now have additional cap space. So in that sense, you're right. They could have gotten more, but I do think that this is Rafael Stone's long-term play. I think he has a vision at hand next, 2 to 4 years of how they want to rebuild. And this is them finally accepting, that they are going to be in the rebuild. Because remember, at the beginning of the year, they were talking about making the playoffs, being a competitive team, stuff like that. But now we kind of see now that they're kind of committing, to the rebuild.
Yeah, they're 100% in it, especially since, they've lost 20 in a row. They are full on in rebuild mode. I don't know I'm sure you did watch it last night. Anything to make of John Wall screaming in the huddle? Looked like he was yelling at Daniel House. Anything to make of that, or is this just a bad team frustrated?
It's just frustration. It's kind of against everybody. People don't like losing, and they have lost a crap ton of games. I think the win over Toronto was kind of fool's gold. Kind of gave them a false sense of, we're out of the storm. They're not. So I just think there's no more frustration. Everyone's pretty pissed off right now, so I wouldn't read too much into it.
How many more games is this team going to win? How many think they got in? Do they win 10 more games the rest of the season?
6.
6. Damn.
I give them 6.
Damn.
I give them 6. I mean, if they get a healthy, but the Eric Gordon injury has been really key for them, and it's one that was kind of underrated at the time, but his loss has been huge for them. So if he comes back in a month, maybe they can win 8, 9 more games, but I don't see it.
Okay.
Not the way they're losing games right now. It doesn't look realistic.
On the court, it was a big loss, but off the court, he probably was going to be traded, right? I mean, Eric Gordon wasn't going to be a Rocket right now. You and I would be talking about where he went and what they got for him.
Well, Eric Gordon is an interesting case because, there were other guys like Sterling Brown, Daniel House that teams kind of poked around about, but the Rockets do like Brown. They do like Daniel House, guys like that. I'm interested to see what they do with Ben McLemore because I was under the impression that if he's not traded, he could be waived, just to kind of give him the chance to join a good team, kind of similar to the PJ thing. But where they are right now, it's kind of limbo because you are in between two eras of you just coming off of the Harden contending, Chris Paul, all that stuff, and now you're heading into the unknown. It's been a while since you've been down this path as a franchise, so you kind of see why things have been all over the place this season with the injuries and the losses and stuff like that. It's hard to transition, and it's hard to accept that transition to a new phase.
All right, last question, then I'll let you go because I know you got a lot of deadlines and stuff to write. Aaron Gordon came out and basically said there was talks between the Rockets and Orlando, and he basically put the stipulation that if he was going to be traded, he wanted to be traded to contender, especially if he was expecting or being expected to extend his contract and sign for more years. And he didn't want to do that with the Rockets. Thoughts on that? And were they ever really contenders for him in the first place?
Yeah, well, they had talks. They believed to be one of the people that could have landed Aaron Gordon. And you saw what the move that they did today, kind of what his thinking was in that process. Aaron Gordon wanted to play for a contender. He believed that, if he's going to leave Orlando, he should play somewhere that he can win a championship in. Houston is not that place right now. And had he been in Houston, I don't think their current ceiling would have moved very much. So I do get why they opted to send him to Denver.
Is Denver a legitimate title contender? There's a difference between going to a contender and going to a playoff team, in my opinion. Right? Like, the Lakers without LeBron go from a contender to a playoff team without AD and LeBron. Like,
right. But Denver's legit. And having been in Orlando for his entire career, going to Denver now, it gives him a new breath of life. You're around players that know how to win consistently. You're in a team with a good culture. Just overall environment can bring the best out of you. So I do see why people are excited about Aaron Gordon going to Denver, because also the way they play now, you compare him with Jokic, some small ball lineups, have him bring the ball up the floor, get a little dribble handoffs, so he can do all that kind of stuff with the ball, and he's versatile. So I think just moving there is good for all parties involved.
Okay,
and
last part of that. Would he have been a fit for the Rockets? Would he have been a good fit for this squad or this team, or would it have been they're going to have to build around him?
It would have been interesting. Pairing him with Christian Wood, you get two athletic guys in the front court who can switch and do some stuff. Offensively, it might have been a struggle because Aaron Gordon is someone who isn't afraid to take his own shots that he likes, and he can do his own thing. And the Rockets have a problem as is right now trying to get a consistent offensive flow going. So that would have been a bit of an issue. But as far as a fit, he's a talented player for a team that's deprived of talent. So I don't think they would turn their heads down at someone like him.
Appreciate you, man. Are you working on an article about the Oladipo trade? What can we expect from you from The Athletic?
I'm doing it right now. I got two coming up. Just one quick on the deal, and then tomorrow, just a column on how this is finally them committing to a rebuild and how it might be a long process, but at least they're committing to it.
Who wins the rebuild first, Thunder or Rockets?
The Thunder never win that rebuild. I don't know why they have 50 million.
34 picks. It's crazy.
It's not going to add up to nothing. It's not going to add up to nothing. No, I think Houston will be back before the Thunder will for sure.
That's Kelly Iko of The Athletic. Hey, if I sign or when I sign up, and when the people sign up, do they drop your name? Do you get credit for that? Is it like oh, okay, people are signing up because of Kelly? Or
if you sign up off a link that I posted, then yeah.
All right, well, do me a favor. Send me the link. I'm going to put it in the description of this show, and I'm going to put it in the description of every show when you appear on here so people can click, go sign up, and you get the credit for it, fam.
Appreciate you, brother.
That is Kelly Iko, The Athletic. How do they find you on Twitter before we go?
Kelly Iko NBA, Kelly IKO NBA, Instagram, Twitter. Holla at me.
There it is. That's Kelly Iko. Thank you, homie. Good luck on the articles. Boom. That is Kelly Iko. Joins us every single Thursday at 3:30 to talk Rockets. You got the source, man. You got the info. You got probably got the scoop before he writes the article. So good stuff. I appreciate him dropping by and dropping that knowledge for us. Kind of what I thought. I didn't see that he said that it might have been interesting to have Aaron Gordon as a Rocket. I didn't think it was going to work. I think you've got your athletic big already in Christian Wood. Didn't need a guy who before this year couldn't, shoot better than 32% from three. But it is interesting. They are dead ass in the middle of a rebuild now. I mean, there is no doubt about it. And look, I'm going to say this one more time because I know a lot of Rockets fans are like, oh, this sucks. They should have kept Harden. It was time. You had to get rid of James Harden because he didn't want to be here and you weren't doing anything. The Rockets weren't winning championships when they had James Harden. It was time to try something new. When you think about the iterations of this organization, it goes from, the Olajuwon era and then the McGrady Yao era, the Coutinho Mobley and Steve Francis era. We had the James Harden era. It's time for a new era. Is that going to be Christian Wood? Is it going to be one of these draft picks? Do they, what is the next era going to be? But they're going to have to figure that out and build around it. And it's time to do it. You weren't winning a chip with James Harden. You just, for whatever reason, whether it was the pieces that were around him or the pieces that weren't around him or this organization or him and his lack of ability to get it done in the playoffs, whatever it was or whatever you think it was, they tried Dwight Howard, CP3, and Russ Westbrook and were unable to get it done with any of them. It was time. So I knew a rebuild was coming. I'm not upset that there's a rebuild going on. I'm not bothered by a rebuild in any way, shape, or form. It's okay. I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to watch the team a lot. They're not exciting yet, but it'll come. And it really only takes hitting on one of those draft picks for that to happen. So I do enjoy the chat that you guys had going. A lot of interesting talk. Y'all are all now exploring, I see, the downfall of Maya Campbell. I'm going to have to look that up and see what happened. Oh, damn. Campbell was homeless? Damn. That sucks. All right, a couple more things. This dude, there's a guy on TikTok that's going around posting TikToks from the future, he says. Yeah. There's a dude out there that's saying, hey, it's me. I'm 7 years in the future. This is my TikTok post, and there's no humans. Look at this shit. So this guy, I don't know his name, but he says, so he's basically says he's in 2027 and he's been posting these and apparently there's nobody in the future. So this guy, if you walk around with your camera and just don't have anybody on it, that's the future. The crazy thing, and this was pointed out in the article. Number one, let's rewatch it. Let's rewatch it because I want to point something out here. So in the future, according to this guy, this was on 2027. There's lights. There's no one left. There's no humanity except him, but the lights still work. The lights never went off. Exactly, Michael Green. The lights never went off. I want to point something else out too, though. All right, we're on the beach. Cool. This guy's in the future, right? This guy is not on February 13th of 2021. He's February 2027. Yeah, and he's got internet. Good point, House. Look on the ground. There's still social distancing stickers. Oh, really? Is that what it is, future guy? We're still social distancing in 2027? You're a goddamn fraud is what you are. Unicosa Breva Viviente, whatever that name is. So no one's around, but you still have to social distance. I'm not buying it. Now there's also this guy. Where is it? So that one video has 738,000 likes. Now there's this dude named 2029 Man. This 2029 Man calls himself the Messenger. And he posts videos predicting the future. Yeah, Amos, all the footprints on the beach. I didn't even think about that. Holy shit. Let's go back. Look at all the... That's some funny shit. All right, so this guy predicts the future.
In the coming months, there will be nothing but protests happening all across America.
Got it.
Most of the protests will be peaceful. However, there will be a few that will not be. All of this will cause civil unrest, causing civilians to go crazy in the United States. Be ready.
Wow, got it, fam. That sounds like a very scary, that sounds like a scary notion. This guy apparently also predicted that, look right here, on January 3rd, he made a prediction that on January 6th, the U.S. Congress would reject the Electoral College and then Nancy Pelosi would become president.
On December 21st,
There's also
2022,
this.
the singer-songwriter known as Justin Bieber will come out and say that Usher and Ellen DeGeneres brainwashed him as a kid to sell his soul for fortune and fame. Be ready.
What? Yes! Oh, I'm fucking here for that. Oh, here's one for July 31st. Let's see what this one is.
On July
Come on, man, say it.
31st, 2021, the rapper known as Lil Uzi Vert will fake his death and will tragically die in a four-wheeler accident. This is when he will enter the 27 Club. Be ready. On July...
What the fuck does that even mean? First of all, what is the 27 Club?
July 31st,
How do you fake your death and then
2021,
die?
The rapper known as Lil Uzi Vert will
What the fuck is the... Hold on. I didn't mean
fake
to...
his death and will tragically die in a four-wheeler accident. This is when he will enter the 27 Club. Be ready.
What the fuck does that even mean? He's going to fake his own death and then die in a four-wheeler accident? He said he's going to miss 27 threes? That's the only 27 Club I know. Jill's like, can we please go back to rating the chicks? No. Famous people have died when they were 27. Guess what? Famous people die when they're 43, 89, 17, 6. I don't know how you're famous when you're 6. The famous... is there famous 6-year-olds? Famous 6-year-olds. 6-year-old famous birthday. What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even want to share this with you. This feels like this. Oh my gosh. Look at this shit. I typed in famous 6-year-olds. And this is what it came up with. These are all their birthdays of famous 6-year-olds. Wow. They're all YouTube stars. Oh my God. There's 6-year-olds that are more YouTube famous than I am. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? So what is the 27 Club? The 27 Club. Oh no, that's not V. That's not how you spell V. The 27 Club. Here we go. I'll share this with you guys as well. This is fucking weird. The 27 Club is a list consisting mostly of popular musicians, artists, or actors who died at age 27. Although the claim of a statistical spike for the death of musicians at the age has been repeatedly disproved by research. It remains a cultural phenomenon documenting the death of celebrities, some noted for the high-risk lifestyles. Names are often put forward for inclusion, but because the club is entirely notional, there is no official membership. Okay. Does it have a list of the 27 Club? Oh, here we go. Well, we can add Justin Bieber, or no, who was it? Alexander Levy, Henry Evanpool. Okay. Like none of this shit. Jimi Hendrix. It's probably who started. Janis Joplin. Jim Morrison. Linda Jones. No idea. She died from complications from diabetes. Pigpen? Oh, fuck no. We lost Pigpen. Oh, God. Say it ain't so. I don't even know who that is. Pete Ham. Damn it. No idea who that is either. Who else is here? Jacob Miller, D. Boone. Oh, God, not D. Boone in a traffic collision? No clue. Who the fuck is D. Boone? Let's look at this. D. Boone, singer-songwriter. Oh, the Minutemen. Okay. Who else is on here? Finbar Donnelly. Got it. Yeah, none of these, listen. Oh, Fat Pat was 27. That's interesting. That is a lot of 27-year-olds, but look. It's not out of the ordinary. Amy Winehouse is 27. That's pretty crazy. It is pretty wild. All of these were... Kim Jong-un was 27. Son of a bitch. I knew it. Is Kurt Cobain on the list? Good question. Let's do a Control F. And Kurt Cobain. Looks like he's on the list. Yep. Right there. 27. Let the conspiracy continue. I don't know. Why did I search famous 6-year-olds? Because I said people die. They're famous people die at all ages. 27, 43, 89, 6-year-olds. And then I said, are there famous 6-year-olds? So then I typed in famous 6-year-olds, and that birthday page of famous 6-year-olds that are all just fucking YouTubers popped up. That's why I searched famous 6-year-olds, you dumbass. Why don't you pay attention? You know what? 5-minute timeout yourself. If you're not going to listen to the goddamn show, House, give yourself a 5-minute timeout. If you're not going to look, you agree with him, CC? 5-minute timeout. Before you 5-minute time yourself out, House, I need you to 5-minute timeout CC for agreeing with your stupid ass. Both of y'all will see you tomorrow. Look, he did CC. He's like, done. Yeah, exactly. He could time out both of y'all. I'm going to need y'all to pay attention. The fuck? The Google machine might think you are a child diddler. Yeah, I know. Got to be careful. No, Brandon, no. The timeouts don't carry over to the Discord. That's not how this works. No, not going to have it. Did we get any more sham bombs? Did Shams Charania tweet out anything else? Did I miss it? Huh? Let's see. Zach Lowe. Did he have anything? Nope. Oh, wow. All right. So what did Woj have? What else did he have after? Boston is trading Daniel Theis to Chicago. Raptors are keeping Kyle Lowry. Oh, is it Theis? I always say it wrong. Who else? Masai Ujiri didn't find a package that compelled him to trade Kyle Lowry, is what he said. Well, once LaMarcus Aldridge completes a buyout with the Spurs, the Heat are expected to emerge as a front runner. There's that. That's it. And he said in making trade offers for Kyle Lowry, teams had to take into consideration whether he would turn out to be a rental for the season. So that also impacted how far teams were willing to go. There you go. Justin said, I explained it for you perfectly. You just don't love me enough. You know how hard it is for me to catch the chat nonsense? Because you guys get off on a fucking tangent like with the Maya Campbell thing. And then there's 18,000 messages and I got to fucking weed through that for one good nugget. I just let you guys go. When y'all start getting on that shit, I'm just like, I'll ignore it. I'll just come back later. Yeah, I'm sorry if you explained it. I can't keep up with it all the time. Missed it. It's my bad. By the way, do we have any skips today as we get out of here? Time to go. I have an appointment at 5:30. I'm meeting with a Twitch consultant. Fancy. Good. I don't know what I did different. Gotta figure that out now. Gotta go back to an old one and see what the skips are. Hey, thank you guys thank you for hanging out with me. I would do the subscribe button, but I accidentally fucking deleted it. Idiot. Wallace said props on the French dressing puns. I was feeling it. Fidel said send a super chat. Yeah, Fidel sent a super chat, by the way, but it was just a sticker. I never got I got your sticker, Fidel, but it never had a message, so I don't know what you had said with it, but thank you for the super chat, my friend. I forgot to say that. Very much appreciated. And I do read other chat messages that aren't super chats, so don't try that shit. Did who answer me? No, the ranch people never answered me. Unfortunately. I would love to have Miss Hidden Valley Ranch on the show. Come on. Okay, I was just making sure that it wasn't a message. Sometimes it gets fucked up. My mouse is dying. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to end the show now. I don't have a mouse. I can't end the show. Seriously, you guys. Oh, there it goes. I was like, fuck, we're stuck. We're just gonna sit here for 19 goddamn hours staring at each other because I can't end the show. No, not 3 hours. Hey, tomorrow's Friday. Let's have some fun on a fancy Friday, you fancy bitches. Jerome Solomon's here. A lot more to do. So until tomorrow, I'm way late on this outro. Until tomorrow, do me 3 favors. Be safe, be kind, and most importantly, love each other. And I will see y'all tomorrow. And I don't know if this outro is going to work because I might have deleted it. Bye, you guys. Daddy's making a YouTube video!